Whether you see Vladimir Putin as a tyrant or as the Soviets' last defense against the West, there's one undeniable fact. He has established dominance politically, psychologically, and interpersonally like no other leader in the modern world. Despite his actions, right now there isn't another leader as respected and feared as him. Most people don't know the names of the leaders of the countries with the largest militaries like China and India, but everyone everywhere trembles at the name of Putin and knows he isn't a man to be messed with. Why is that? What makes him appear so untouchable? Why even the most powerful men hesitate before challenging him? I've observed Putin for many years, and in this video, I've pinpointed 5 principles he always follows. Let's see how you can apply these in your own life. Mastering emotional control. One of the biggest reasons Putin appears invincible is that he never publicly shows emotions. Unlike many Western politicians, you won't see him engage in reactionary outbursts, defensive speeches, or nervous smiles. Instead, he maintains a cold, calculated demeanor with complete control over his facial expressions, carrying an air of detached superiority and deliberate, measured movements. When he smiles to show superiority and then opens his mouth to follow up. Consider his meeting with the German leader Angela Merkel. Putin knew Merkel had a fear of dogs. Putin deliberately brought his large black Labrador into the room. While Merkel visibly tensed, Putin remained perfectly relaxed, watching her discomfort with a slight smile. This wasn't just intimidation. It was a calculated display, showing that in his world, every interaction is a power play. In challenging situations, whether negotiating a deal or handling a conflict, keep your voice steady and low, maintain relaxed body language, and let silence work for you. Never rush to fill uncomfortable pauses. Never burst out, no matter how angry you are. Anger shows weakness. Loud noises show fear. Be quiet like a predator. Let your presence alone command authority. Emotional control isn't about suppressing feelings. It's about recognizing them and choosing when and how to express them. This creates an aura of unpredictability that keeps others cautious and respectful. Putin moves slow, like a predator. Lions don't chase every movement. They walk slowly and blink slowly because they know they are the apex predators in their habitat. Unlike many politicians who rush to respond to news, criticism, or events, Putin is never quick to answer. He moves slowly, calculates his options, and when he does act, it's decisive. This predatory approach means he lets his enemies reveal themselves before making his move. Rather than reacting emotionally, he absorbs information, patiently waiting for the right opportunity instead of forcing things prematurely. Let others talk first and reveal their position before responding. In business, observe market trends and make precise moves, not impulsive ones. In personal conflicts, never argue emotionally. Let others expose their thoughts and emotions while you stay composed. Remember, silence is a weapon. Bursting out with words is a weakness. The person who controls the pace of an interaction often controls its outcome. Putin prefers to be feared rather than loved, if he cannot be both. This is straight out of Machiavelli's book, The Prince. Putin follows Machiavellian principles dearly. He doesn't care if the West likes him. He only cares that they respect his power. He understands a fundamental truth about human nature. Fear leads to control, while love can be fickle. Through his actions, he demonstrates that challenging his authority comes with severe consequences. He makes examples out of traitors, punishes disloyalty swiftly, and ensures every potential opponent understands the cost of defiance. Save love for your partner. In business or on the street, you should prefer to be feared over loved. Everyone should think twice before crossing you. Be prepared to fire back at anyone who endangers your position. People need to know you can hurt them back if needed. None of this is moral. But there isn't anything moral about dealing with power. This creates a system where respect isn't earned through charisma, but through the consistent demonstration of power. In business, leadership, and negotiations, you don't need to be cruel, but you must be firm. When you're too soft, you become overlooked, and people take advantage. When you command respect, people think twice before crossing you. It's about creating boundaries that others won't dare to breach. He builds power locally, before expanding globally. Putin's rise to global influence follows a crucial pattern. He consolidated his strength within Russia first. Before attempting to shape international politics, he methodically established complete control at home. He neutralized political opponents, silenced media criticism, and consolidated economic power among loyal supporters. This created an unshakable foundation from which he could project power internationally. This strategy extends beyond politics. In any domain, true influence begins with mastering your immediate sphere of control. Before trying to change the world, change yourself. This is why great minds like Jordan Peterson suggest if you want to change something, start by cleaning your room. Before leading others, lead yourself. This means strengthening your position in your career, finances, skills, and mental resilience before taking on bigger challenges. Putin weaponizes unpredictability. Putin has mastered the art of strategic unpredictability. While Western leaders often telegraph their intentions through public statements and diplomatic channels, Putin keeps both allies and enemies guessing. He understands that uncertainty itself is a form of power. When others can't anticipate your next move, they're forced to prepare for every possibility, exhausting their resources and attention. Consider how he handles international negotiations. One moment he appears conciliatory and open to compromise. The next he's taking aggressive action without warning. In negotiations, being too predictable allows others to prepare counter-arguments and develop strategies against you. In leadership, when your team or competitors can anticipate your every move, they can manipulate situations to their advantage. Instead, maintain a degree of mystery in your decision-making. While other world leaders operate within diplomatic constraints, Putin moves like an unbreakable fortress, never showing weakness, never breaking character.